Hi, this is John Bowden with North Sails. We're going to go over today some sets and douses for the Melges 24 and some light to moderate breeze. First thing you'll notice is everybody on the boat is working. Every boat's got a little bit different crew, and so you need to find your roles on the boat. Who's going to hoist, who's pulling the tack line out, who's pulling the pole out. A critical thing is for the drivers. Always knowing your angle, focusing on where you're driving the boat, and let the crew handle getting the sails up for you. Most Melges 24s preset their tack lines and pull the poles out with their tack lines already cleated. Jib trims also critical in every set. You want to make sure that the jib is not over trimmed or under trimmed. If the jib gets out too far, the kite can get tangled up in it, and if it's in too tight, it doesn't let the kite fill as fast. I'm going to move on to douses here. Critical thing for douses is how the helmsman steers the boat. In light air, it's a lot easier, but the helmsman always needs to help the crew unload the stress of the boat as the control lines are eased, but then always focusing on his turn around the mark. 4-person teams, we've got a lot going on. One person's uncleating halyards, one person's pulling the sail down as much as you can. You'll see the jib trimmer gets the jib ready, and the driver is getting his main set up to start his turn around the mark. On the 5-person teams, we'll shift everything back, and a lot of times the tacticians will move to the back of the boat and help the driver trim the main around the mark, and the spinnaker trimmers will help trim the jib perfectly around the mark. Exit angles around the mark are often critical for holding lanes. It's a good shot of the tactician trimming the main end for the driver so you can focus on his turn. The weather douse is probably one of the easiest takedowns to manage because it helps keep the kite completely out of the water, and the driver can continue turning around the mark even though the kite may not be all the way down. A lure drop is probably one of the more challenging takedowns. In a lot of these shots, you can see that it's just super critical for the driver to be focusing on his rate of turn around that mark for holding his lane. Once again, I'm John Bowden with North Sails. Thanks for tuning in.